Hello, Ken, and welcome to the stream. If you're good, that's good. If you're bad, that's bad. Hopefully the stream will cheer you up. How are you doing today? You Zegut? Are you ready for some more Danganronpa? I know you are. Always. Excellent. I suppose let's get the show on the road, because I think everybody else is probably too busy out shagging. So I suppose let's just get on with it. We have got a trial to do. And these can take a while. So let's load in. Okay, so we are in the pre-trial, so we need to select some skills and stuff. And then we'll jump straight into this. This is the trial of who killed Nekomaru, otherwise known as Mechamaru. The absolute top lad. Presume I can't do one. Oh, I can do that one. But I can't do that one. Okay, so I can do one or the other, but can't do both. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Sweet. Alright, here we go, baby.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I do love this music. Like, the trial music is... To us, all the music in Danganronpa is a banger, but I love the trial music.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is, and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. I'm sure you guys are starving by now, but let's get revved up and raring to go!
You gave us some food, though, didn't you? As a reward for the death.
Whoever survives will be treated to a fancy lunch. Guess what? Rabbit curry is on the menu.
Oh, man.
Huh? I'm not the main ingredient, right?
I'm here today because Coach Nekomaru risked his life to protect me.
That's true.
I'm gonna be the one who avenges him. I'll definitely find out who the killer is.
I think Akane is the one I've struggled with the most trying to do the voice. I feel like my Akane voice is different every single time I do it. I can never really settle. I feel like everybody else's voices I'm like fairly solidified now, but Akane I can never really kind of come up with a voice.
Definitely not tempted by curry. Got it?
Ooh.
Akane, you seem to have an impressive amount of drool flowing from your mouth.
Lewd.
Hey, why don't we try going over the incident? We weren't able to leave Strawberry House, so I want to make sure we get a detailed understanding.
I discovered Nekomaru's body a little before 7 a.m. I headed over to Grape Tower from Monokuma Taichi and found the body there. Hajime and Chiaki were also with me.
Hajime was with Miss Sonia and Chiaki that early in the morning?
Yeah, I was, baby.
Don't tell me you three were together since last night!
And so what if we were, Kazuchi? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Imbecile! I am not some woman with flexible legs.
Ken, please take a screen cap of that. Imbecile, I am not some woman with flexible legs. I feel like that's a classic Ken screen cap that is. Also, I like how Sonya hates Kazuchi now. Like, she kind of put up with him originally. But we've got to the point now where she hates Kazuchi, which, to be fair, I would too, because he's such a lech. A lecherous fool.
Of course you're not. You're much classier than that.
With legs like those, I could probably do the splits real easy.
Well, well.
We just happened to run into each other on the first floor of Grape House and went to the tower together.
And then, the three of us discovered Nekomaru's body.
The body discovery announcement was made soon after. Akane heard that and rushed over.
We heard the body discovery announcement too, from Strawberry House, obviously. As I recall, we found out the elevator was out of order, which left us stuck.
So we decided to go to the tower for the time being and headed for Strawberry Hall. But Someone even broke Strawberry Hall's door button. We couldn't go anywhere because of that.
Thinking we should at least find some method to communicate, we set our sights on the lounge telephone.
Forget these boring intros. Let's talk about the killer. Anyway, it's definitely someone from Strawberry House.
What do you mean, definitely?
There's no way a chick would kill someone so cruelly. So it must be one of you Strawberry House dudes. One of you better hurry up and confess, or I'll break all of you in half!
You're the cruelest one here!
Now, enough with the lovers' quarrel. We need to think about this seriously. We don't have the luxury of discussing irrelevant things. The incident this time has many questions.
Chiagi's still best girl. She's our replacement. Oh, Crumbs. Oh no, what's the character from the first game called? It's gonna bug me now. Hold on. Kyoko. I knew it started with a K, I just couldn't remember her bloody name. Yeah, how much we've forgotten about Kyoko, not Chaggy's here. But no, yeah, Chaggy's a new Kyoko. Best girl.
The incident notwithstanding, I also have many questions.
Can't wait for her to be the bad guy after all of this.
Then let's start with something even Miss Sonia can understand. The weapon. Well, the weapon is obvious, right?
Knock at those, like, no, had enough of your shit.
What the heck, you guys? The weapon! You can totally tell just by looking.
You can tell what the weapon is just by looking. It wouldn't be much of a mystery if that were true. Anything at the crime scene that looked like a weapon was probably the hammer. But there's also the pillar.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
I think it's the
If
blue
it was
one.
unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Nope.
Damn it!
Okay.
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected...
That's right. It was a surprise beating.
Okay.
Damn it!
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
The weapon was right there at the scene of the crime.
That pillar, huh?
No, the hammer! The killer used that hammer and beat the crap out of him.
If it was unexpected, I suppose that is possible.
That's right. It was a surprise beating. The weapon is decided.
I'm already stuck. I don't know what words it wants me to use. I'm going to tell it was the weapon. It looks like that's the case, but...
I guess we should figure out the weapon first.
I guess maybe the fact that it's a new looking hammer.
No, the hammer! The killer used that and beat the crap out of him!
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's just that it's a new hammer. That's why I went with originally, but I used it on the wrong one.
No, I can't accept that that hammer was the murder weapon.
Why not? Why can't you accept it?
A lot of oil was flowing from Nekomaru's body, just like human blood, right? If the hammer was used to beat Nekomaru, you'd expect some oil to be on it at least.
But that hammer was clean. So that's why you can't accept that it's the murder weapon.
Well, yeah, but the killer might have wiped off the oil later.
Why?
Well, obviously, to make the hammer look like it's not the murder weapon.
Then why bother cleaning the oil? If they didn't want it to look suspicious, they would have discarded the hammer.
You're pretty insightful, baby gangsta.
Baby gangster.
Baby gangsta? Me?
I like the way he said that. Should be his rap name, Baby Gangster.
Just so you all know, I was trying to test you guys. I thought, maybe you guys mistook the hammer for the weapon or something.
It seems that was a waste of time.
Then what was the real weapon used to murder Nekomaru?
That's the problem. There wasn't anything else at the crime scene that looked like a potential weapon.
Then, how about we look at it from a different angle? If it doesn't have oil on it, it's not the weapon. So whatever has oil on it must be the weapon, right?
Which is the pillar. The actual weapon on it has oil on it, but it's something the crime scene that had oil on it. The broken pillar.
I see!
Get some
The
HP
only
back.
thing with oil on it is that broken pillar.
Then that pillar is the weapon. Coach Nekomaru got clobbered with that pillar.
Nobody could withstand a blow from that pillar. Even if you used 100% of your muscle strength, it would be impossible to wield it as a weapon.
Why?
We tried to move it, right?
Huh. It's no use. It's barely budging. Didn't I tell you?
Yeah, that pillar was pretty freaking heavy. But there's one dude who could have lifted that pillar.
Huh? Who are you talking about?
Coach Nekomaru's robot body. With that dude's super strength, lifting a pillar would be real easy.
So, he lifted the pillar, and then what? Did he use it to beat himself?
You mean Nekomaru killed himself?
Don't be stupid. He ain't the type to commit suicide.
Then even if Nekomaru could have lifted that pillar, it has nothing to do with the case at all.
Unless somebody found a way to get the pillar to tip over, Nekomaru tried to stop it from collapsing, and then he hit his switch off thing
Well, I guess you're right.
to make it fall on top of him then.
The heck?
But it does bother me a little. That word, suicide. By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life was apparently ruled a suicide. Huh? No, that shouldn't matter. There's no way Nekomaru would commit
But
suicide.
that's a problem. If it's not the pillar, then there's no other weapon we can think of.
There may be a way to use the pillar as a weapon without lifting it.
Huh? For reals?
Yes, for reals.
I see. So my gut was right after all. All right, it's up to you, Sonia. Prove that pillar was the murder weapon.
Understood. Then I shall give it my all.
You do it, woman who sounds British but is supposed to be German, I think, or something. She's European anyway, of some kind. 4 eels, exactly.
Sonia, here I go!
She's jacked. Good night button surely has to be it for this one.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted, beating him with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably tip it over.
Considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerted a ton of force.
Sonia, you go, girl! I'm getting hella excited!
Okay.
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not lifted,
Oh, the pillar
beating him
fragments.
with it is beyond a dream.
What about tipping the pillar over? They aimed right for his head and bullseye.
Even I could probably, considering the pillar's weight, it probably exerts.
Sonya! I'm getting hella excited!
There's no need to lift that pillar.
If the pillar was not beating him with it is beyond.
What about tipping the pillar over?
Maybe pillar fragments? Oh, okay, yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I had a feeling that was it. I just didn't know where to use it. Because there was pillar fragments underneath Kamaru, I think.
If Nekomaru was crushed by the pillar, then there should have been fragments on top of his body.
Huh? Fragments?
The pillar fragments were scattered beneath Nekomaru's body, but there weren't any on top of his body. If the pillar had been tipped over and crushed him, the fragments should have been on top of his body instead.
I briefly considered that too, but it's probably not what happened.
I see. That was entirely my bad.
If they didn't tip it over, then how did the killer murder Nekomaru with that pillar?
How much longer are you gonna focus on the pillar? Just let it go already.
There's no way I can let it go. I'm positive that Nekomaru was killed by that pillar.
Why are you so certain about that?
I just have a feeling.
A feeling, huh? That's just your instincts.
But we can't say for sure that that instinct is wrong, can we?
Is this going to be the same as the case last time? As Nekomaru committed suicide and the Carnes made it look like somebody else has killed him. But I don't know why she'd do that, though. Because, like, I don't think anything happened with Nekomaru. Apart from the fact that everybody was, like, not really getting on board with him because he's a robot. But I think everybody was kind of moving past that a bit. Huh?
There's another way to use that pillar to kill. You guys just haven't noticed it.
Is that true?
Then I shall ask you, what way is that?
You guys, the same as usual. You're unable to clear a path to the future with your own powers, so you just stand there and falter. What a waste of talent. And you all intend to fight the Future Foundation? You make me laugh. What did you say? Regardless, it's not like I want to die with the rest of you. So I guess I should lend a hand.
This guy's been a sassy little bitch ever since he completed that trial.
Hey, Nagito, what the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares? Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Final Fantasy.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
That's true. He is pretty jacked.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
That's true.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 Dark Devas of Destruction.
Sonya's definitely got the hots for Gundam all of a sudden. Kazuchi's about to react, I can guarantee.
I see.
He's blushing!
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
I mean, you do know why. Because you're jealous!
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
The secret of the funhouse. Secret of the funhouse, oh yeah.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you?
Stop being a sassy bitch.
Ha, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Fuck you!
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse, right? Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse. Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Sweet!
Man, not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Sweet!
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
I don't know what's going on with Sonya either. A lot of people have had like a personality transplant recently. Gundam's blushing, Sonya's flirting with him, she's like throwing out street slang. Faux show. The two houses are connected to the tower in the middle. I thought that the first two, but I ended up finding proof that completely contradicts that. Yeah, I don't know how we do this one. Strange feeling in tower.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same price. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
This whole time I've been thinking that the two towers are the same building, but that was the only mystery. There's no way Nagado will mention it here.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same price. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
We've already settled this problem. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Right, give me 2 secs. My batteries have died, so I'm gonna have to get new batteries. So we'll leave these funky beats on for a second while I go get some new batteries.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and are actually the exact same place.
Damn it!
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it?
It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor.
We've already settled. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and are actually the exact same place.
No, that's wrong.
I am him.
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
I noticed there was an issue earlier because I was trying to use my controller and nothing was happening. I looked down and the light was off. Yeah, the first one, my reasoning behind it was, I was like, oh, well, the pillar was the issue because it was tipped over and it was facing the same direction. That's why I tried that one first, but then it was a strange feeling in the tower was choice number 2.
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
I'm sorry, what?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Bow down.
Well, bow down? I mean, if we were Kazeuchi,
Then
we
how
say yes,
about
please.
this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower...
Hello, Kyle. Welcome to the stream. If you're good, that's good. If you're bad, it's bad. Hope the stream will cheer you up. We are back in Danganronpa.
But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
And we are in a trial.
Then Monokuma did it.
Big Money-kun.
While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it. Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake.
Oh no. Sonia Antoinette.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Okay, we won round 1.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Oh. Okay.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprised wielding the pillar, the body. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Damn it!
Okay.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ah, I didn't quite do it.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be
Battlefield
hard even
6.
for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything that he could have moved it all. Easy as pie.
Oh, I'm using the wrong thing.
Damn it!
Okay, so on that
There
one
are
I'm
many
using...
different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Ooh, and then you just...
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Damn it!
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
Oh, oil.
That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
Oh, fuck's
Damn
sake.
it!
There are many different ways.
Arrgh!
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear.
Fuck's sake.
Crap!
I'm getting pretty sick of this now, I'll be honest.
Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
I'm gonna die here just because I
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled.
They don't really give you any
And
fucking
Nekomaru
time
could
to
have been moved
switch
piece by
tactics
piece.
though.
I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the...
That might be hard even for It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Wait, but that was right that time. I don't know what's happening.
There are many different ways.
I'm genuinely losing my temper with
The
this
body
now.
and the pillar could have been
I'm gonna
moved.
die just
The pillar
because.
could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short... That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, the body. He could have moved it all, easy as
What? And the fuck am I doing wrong?
Damn it!
But the first two, it was fine with. So where exactly? I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Like if you watch the first couple, if I
Moving the
run
body
this
and the
through
pillar, that might
now.
be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong, wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Crap!
I just don't know what the fuck I'm doing wrong there. It gives you like 5 seconds to try and fucking do it.
We'll never give up!
I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, that's great. Never give up. Whatever. Let's just fucking move on with our lives, please.
There are many different ways. The body in the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved.
A broken
piece by
doorknob,
piece. I decree
maybe?
It was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time.
That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear, the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene?
I just don't know
There
what
are many different ways.
I'm just...
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
So it doesn't seem to matter on the first one what you used by the looks of it.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a
That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime. He could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Because that brought it back a little that time. I'm
There
just...
are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
I just don't know what I'm doing wrong on this, but... Like, if I get it wrong one more time, I'm just gonna
Moving the
fucking
body
look
and
it
the
up.
pillar in such a
Because
short-
I'm
that might be hard even for
losing my
It seems you have
temper with this now.
Monokuma
There we
is
go, is this the right one now?
surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene? It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprised wielding the power of the pillar, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Is it expecting me to change fucking things mid sword slash? I'm looking it up because it's pissing me off now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like, the worst bit is that sometimes some of the arguments... Yeah, but there's two statements and I've truth bladed on both of them. Is the issue. I'm just losing my temper because I just don't know what exactly I'm doing wrong. Like, it's working, but it's not working. And it's pissing me off. It's like, if I knew what I was doing wrong, then I'd be like, oh, okay, at least I kind of know. But I just feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Right, okay. Yeah, but I have been using the correct one because I've just looked at what the fucking solution is, and it's the oil, which is what I have been using.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the pillar, he could have moved it all.
Oh, well,
easy
I've
as
slashed
pie.
them now, so it's gone past, but...
Damn it! There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved.
I like to say, I wouldn't mind if it didn't just give you fucking 7 seconds to, like, try and look
And
at them.
Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short...
That might be hard even for
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic Robo-Bear. The pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Allow me to cut through those words! Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
Like, it doesn't give you enough time to read it. Yeah, that's essentially the issue. Like, it gets you to slash up until that point, and you're supposed to press Y, which I'm aware you're supposed to press Y. But I pressed Y, and it didn't work. Maybe the issue was I kept pressing it on the first one rather than the second one, because there were 2 yellow answers. But, like, I was trying it both ways. I was slashing stuff to try and keep the thing up. And then that's why I was like, oh, well, I must be using the wrong solution, because it's still going down when I'm slashing the things that aren't the other thing. But the issue was I needed to use the Y on the second thing, not on the first thing, which I presume I just kept using on the first one. But at that point, there's, like, the game's not giving me, like, you should have the right solution equipped when you're slashing, because then at least then you know you have the right solution. So when you get to the slash, you're like, oh, okay, I can slash. Whereas it lets you use whichever one. Then you get to the point when you have to use Y, and you've got, like, 1 second to decide whether or not you've got the correct one. And you have to try and switch through them. And it just gives me no time to, like, go through it, and you have to restart and just keep doing it over and over again. So my issue is it's just not giving me any information about whether or not which bit I'm doing wrong. That's my issue with it.
When the position of Nekomaru's body in the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too.
Because I knew what the solution was. I knew it was that the oil on the floor didn't move. Like, the pillar can move fine, the body can move, but the oil can't move. So I knew that. That's why I was using the oil thing. But like I said, the game's just giving me no feedback. It's just like, ah, you're wrong. And it's like, well, great, but which bit's wrong? Like, am I slashing the wrong thing? Is it the wrong solution altogether? So like I said, I was just making no progress. I just kept making the same mistakes over and over again. Anyway, we're through it now.
Moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
I've only seen the solution for this anyway, so I don't know the rest of the solutions. But yeah, it's just... That one just annoyed me, because it's like... I'm usually really bad at the hangman word one, where you have to, like, put the letters together, just because I'm terrible at putting words together. Apparently. Rest in peace, Scrabble. But that one, like I say, just gives you no time and gives you no, like, feedback. So it's just... You keep just trying it over and over again. It's like I went through an entire health bar once, getting it wrong.
It's all right. A fired-up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
I said the worst bit is, I knew what the solution was. I knew it was the oil couldn't move. I'm just using the solution in the wrong bit. It's like, ah!
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building, or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea, huh?
This mystery ties into the secrets of the funhouse. We don't have enough clues to solve that mystery. And the only thing we can do is rely on the one person who has those clues.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my turn was coming up. Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determine? Is he talking about the traitor? If so, why did Nagito say that all of a sudden? Did something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate action.
Perform the appropriate action in order to learn the secret. Could he be talking about a life-threatening?
See. You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete. And there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Nagano grinned creepily as he retrieved a small digital camera from his inner pocket.
See? This is it.
And as he said that, he showed us a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right?
Lots of things that shouldn't make sense in this
Then
picture.
let's begin. Shall I call it...
What doesn't make sense in this picture? It's the tower, right? Oh wait. It's the tower, right? There's only one tower in the picture. That's what I've been thinking all along. Which means it's not unnatural at all. Don't you agree?
Crap!
Oh. I wasn't clicking on that part.
Here! You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then this is definitely strange. This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Nagano said there's lots of things that don't make sense in this photo, which means there are other contradictions contained. What doesn't make sense in this picture? I don't fucking know.
Here! If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle.
Okay.
Which means, if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me.
Basically, the tower's a lift. As well as the lift. The lift is an up and down lift, not a side-to-side lift.
If you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? You're talking about that one time in band camp? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagano, why are you here? Because I showed up? You showed up. How did you even come here? Maybe I teleported.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House,
Yeah,
right?
so it must be a ladder or something that leads between the two. Oh yeah, because there was a ladder going down, wasn't there? So Strawberry House must be above Grape House. So Grape House must be the first floor. Strawberry House is the second floor, I guess.
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma Archive should be the only room on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Was that thing just now another hint to figuring out the mystery behind the funhouse's structure? The reason Nagito appeared from the 3rd floor. Using the photo I took, I might be able to find the answer if I just think about it. Alright, let's do this. This is the Hangman one. Oh no, logic drive, okay. I've actually forgotten how you play this one. Accelerate, brake, jump, okay. Like this is very Metal Gear Solid coded, this music. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Didn't actually have a chance to read the question. I should really just stop going this quickly. That's the problem we're having. And Ken's doing his Beat Saber. I need to just stop holding down A, but it's fun. Oh god. Okay. Okay, question 2. Let's actually slow down. A Strawberry House and Grape House, the same building or two different buildings? They're the same building. Yeah. 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 Okay. How is Strawberry House and Grape House positioned? Vertically. Yeah, the only reason I didn't get the first question is because I was too busy speeding. Yeah, exactly.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming.
Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
The floors above Grape House.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd!
I don't know.
Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Yeah, let's focus on that, Monomi, not the fact that one of our friends is dead.
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House. Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Ugh.
Oh, I see. Do whatever you like.
I'll definitely make her watch me. I'm gonna stand out till she notices me.
Okay. What's Monokuma file for?
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to...
You're magnificent!
No fair! You...
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this...
Then hurry up!
One of the bodies in... was actually a dummy! Damn it! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanic. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Then hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
I'm stuck again.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies was actually a dummy! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I'm not doing very well on this
I'm
trial.
gonna solve this!
And hurry up!
One of the bodies was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Nope.
Damn it! I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
Oh, there we
Hurry
go.
up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
This wire. Oh, the wire that tied him up. Maybe it's the
You're
wire.
magnificent, Gundam!
No fair!
So which one?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
Maybe it's the wire.
I'm gonna solve this!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in was actually a dummy!
Yep.
Damn it!
Oh man, really don't do him on
I'm
this.
gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry
Try
up!
the other
One
way
of the
around.
bodies was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to
Oh,
construct a
fucking.
You're magnificent!
No fair! You
So which one?
Shut up! Just
Oh
pick
man,
one
we're
of
doing
them.
real bad here.
I'm gonna solve this...
And hurry
But
up!
we're actually
One
gonna
of the
run out of
bodies
time.
was actually a...
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical
So it won't
body.
really matter for too much longer anyway. To be
It
honest.
should be possible.
You're magnificent! No fair! You...
I'll try it this way around.
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
This doesn't work. I might just have
I'm
to
gonna solve this mystery...
eat there.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy! Damn it!
Yeah, that's it. We're dead anyway. We're about to run out of time either way. Hello, Frosty. Welcome to the stream. If you got this good, if you got this bad. We are shit at this trial, so... But this is the worst we've performed in the trial, actually. For a while. No why, just fucking suck.
We will never give up!
I just don't know what I'm missing.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash!
And hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy!
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them!
I genuinely don't know. If anybody has any ideas, feel free to throw them my way.
I'm gonna solve this.
So I'm genuinely struggling here.
And hurry up, dumbass.
Dummy and mechanical body. I don't know. Don't know what it wants from me though. So anything I can think is replicating the good night button is impossible. I'm just gonna try that on both ones and then
One of the bodies was
Actually, a dummy.
I'll try it on the other one. And then
I'm gonna
so that's the
solve
only
it.
thing I can
Hurry
think
up.
that's
One
like
of the bodies was actually
somewhat of a
You mean a fake?
contradiction because you can't like recreate that. No, so it's not that. So
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash. And hurry up, dumbass.
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
You mean a fake body?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body. It should be possible to construct a dummy from spare parts.
You're magnificent, Gundam!
I still don't know.
No fair! You totally stole my spotlight!
I just don't know. I think I'm gonna have to look it up again. Which fucking sucks. I don't want to do that, but
So which one was the fake body?
Shut up! Just pick one of them.
I guess maybe we say
I'm gonna solve this. And hurry up, dumb.
One of the bodies in one of was actually a dummy.
I guess maybe we're saying you can recreate the body, but you can't recreate the broken pillar.
Actually, a dummy.
You mean a fake?
Nekomaru died with a mechanical body.
Just trying to think of what the contradiction could be.
I'm gonna solve this mystery in a flash.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up because I just don't know. Man, we're fucking sucking today. We suck. Just otherwise, we're just gonna be listening to the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, life-threatening game, those two, that's fine. Alright, cool.
One of the bodies was actually a dummy.
We've already used this as a solution, so I don't know how this is a solution again, but whatever.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Wait, how is that strange feeling in the tower is Kazuichi's account?
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
But how is that strange feeling in the tower? How is that not Kazuichi's account? Oh, whatever. I give up. I give up trying to rationalize
Right up
this
until that
case.
moment, we were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower, right?
Hold on. Oh, I haven't got the... There we go. So let me look at the exact wordings of this again. I guess the disassembled parts. I mean, it says it on there, but fucking whatever. I give up. I give up.
The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
You can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Device like that. A device that transports things to different floors in the same building. I feel like I've seen that before. Alright, let's do this. That would be lift. Should be 4 letters. Alright, never mind. Elevator then. I actually got a solution straight away. It's a miracle.
You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator. So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower?
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to change.
Gotta keep the illusion alive.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on. What does everything that hasn't changed have in common?
The things that didn't change when we moved between the two towers. That includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about that stuff for a while now. It's because there's always a back door in the room. It's just 2 different back doors. There shouldn't be anything strange about them. Not even the fact that they'll move with the elevator. And the one thing that these all have in common... Wait, hold on. They were all on the floor.
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change? And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
There's something unique about the elevator.
I see!
Only the floor moves.
So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, the different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Monami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently caress you.
Ooh. I'm sorry, swoon? You're supposed to be brother and sister.
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right?
Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Has Ken blocked Frosty again? Probably. Seriously, hold on. Oh wait, sorry. Seriously, hold on. Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? That door leads to the Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you do fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh?
The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundam, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other?
I see. Now that you mention it, I completely forgot about that matter.
If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality?
I was too busy rotating a 3D image of Grape House in my mind. That's how they get you, Kim.
Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
Well, Nagado did get Kazuuchi to use a compass when he went inside the lift.
What does this mean?
I agree, what does this mean? The two houses are connected vertically. The position of the tower should be the same in both houses. And in fact, when my back was facing the elevator in Grape House, the tower was on my right. And when my back was facing the elevator in Strawberry House, the tower was on my left. How could I break through this contradiction? That's a great question. It was end of Connor's stream too. Thought I should check. Wow, Candace hates Frosty. Confirmed.
If the two...
Okay, that's fine. So it's not that one. Okay, it's not that one.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Oh, here we go. Kazuuchi's account. I think it's that one.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Yeah, wrong one.
If the two houses are
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
However, if the the towers are in.
Which means you're...
It's clearly
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
If the two houses are
The elevator should move.
vertically, not horizontally.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
I was going to see if you wanted to play more Borderlands soon. Oh, rest in peace, Rusty.
The elevator wasn't just moving
Hates you
vertically.
now. I unfortunately wasn't in Connor's stream. Well, I was lurking in Connor's stream because I was D&Ding, but yeah.
Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that. Yeah, it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side. Which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these lowly humans.
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's what I found at the Octagon, you know.
What is the Octagon? I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh my... I can't believe I have to explain that now. As long as you know what an Octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery easily.
Eight-sided shape.
I see!
If I recall, an octagon is a shape with 8 sides, right?
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable.
You're such a bitch, Nagano. I hope you die.
I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
Place befitting in the name Octagon. It's probably...
Here!
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
The funhouse is the true identity of the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who is the killer who did that? Oh, we're at the halfway point.
Hiya!
Why, hello there. I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. You know the killer won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. Hee, I already used to insult and slander. There's no way I'll get hurt by a mere word. Monami is a serious Stu-Fatley. It's much more straightforward than I expected. Stu-Fatley, huh? That's not it. That's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack incorporating all three of these would be... Ta-da! Stu-Fatley. Yeah, why is a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stu-Fatley.
This game is so silly. Yes, please. Alright. We've been terrible at this trial so far, but let's try and get our way
I
back
hope
in.
your day as well. I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon.
Thanks, Frosty. I appreciate it. I don't got this, but I appreciate the confidence.
Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
That was amazing. Well played, Chiagi. You got me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekumaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
Do you know what? As much as I suck at the trials, to be fair, I've done pretty well on the trials, apart from this one's been pretty bad. But I do like that it gives me a chance to rest my voice, because I don't have to do as much of the voice acting, since this bit's voiced, which is nice.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
That's true, Gundam. Speak up, Queen.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Don't go drooling waterfalls. Coach Nekomaru has died and I'm really sad. Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. I have no idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
Efficiently.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
Nekomaru's cause of death, huh? He was horribly damaged as if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. But if he was beaten with a blunt object, it wouldn't be a killer to utilize the building structure. So what was Nekomaru's cause of death that also utilized the building structure? Oh, it's one of those two. It's gotta be crushed by the elevator, surely. Okay, that's fine. Could explain why you had the wire on him.
I see!
Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. I just wasn't sure.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method.
I presume they tied him to the pillar. I presume they tied him to the pillar, and then as the elevator dropped, his weight then caused the pillar to fall over.
Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Bit harsh, mate.
but my gut is going crazy right now.
Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shove Nekomaru from? I was gonna reach the truth behind this incident. I need to solve that mystery next. That's gonna be interesting. Not what I expected it to see.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door on the fourth floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the fourth floor to the first floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the first floor, you can't go through the door.
It'd be impossible to shove off the...
Then, how about the... After locking they moved the elevator from the fourth and made use of the...
Hold on, did you... As long as there's a moving object inside.
Yeah, there we
No,
go.
that's
We got
wrong.
one straight away. It's a miracle.
That sensor should only work if something is moving.
I think it's just. I think sometimes it's just due to how your brain's wired. Because like that solution was obvious to me when I like looked at what the evidence was, but some of them sometimes I do not get them. I'm just like, all right.
If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from, yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Way to create the drop inside the elevator when Nekomaru is still in it. Shaggy seems to have an idea. But what way could that be? Okay. The wire. It has to be the wire now. Or the broken doorknob, but I think it's the wire.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has?
Silence, pest!
Don't be... What if I start to enjoy it?
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within...
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Nope, that's wrong.
Crap!
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the...
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Nope.
If you arrange it a certain way, you
Maybe
can
the
cause
wire
the
on the
drum-
doorknob?
So you're telling to think about the arrangement.
That arrangement. The hammer is suspicious. Isn't it about time?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems...
There we go.
I agree with that.
Originally I thought it was the pillar, but maybe it's the doorknob.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Here we go again. At least now we know how this works
So what
again.
if they created a drop?
I mean, to
No
be
way you can make him fall and die with just that.
I mean, the other issue we have is we play this... We should play this once a week, which is quite a long time anyway to go between things. But we also play this, like, once every few weeks, is the way it's been recently. It's been a bit rough on the scheduling for this. So it's like, we have quite big gaps between episodes as well. So I do kind of just forget some of this shit. Like, how the mechanics on the trial bit works. Because, like, we do the trials, like... All the outlets pushing the information out of your head, yeah. But to be fair, we do the trial, what, like, once every 2 to 3 weeks, if I stream every week. So, like, I just forget how the mechanics work sometimes.
Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall? Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Right, so we can slash for now, and then I need to figure out what the actual solution is. Presume it must be broken
Even if
doorknob.
they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him. There's no way they could do that.
Yeah, I'll be honest, Ken. I thought you had to have the right solution to do the slashing part, but I'm now figuring out that that's not the case. Because I thought you could only slash if you have the right bullet loaded. So that's why I was so confused. I was like, why is this wrong? Because it's working on the first part, but now I know that it doesn't matter what you have on the first part. It only matters what bullet you have when you do the final bit, which is what's...
I can't back down!
Which is what's... fucking hell.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Don't
Doesn't
worry,
mean
wouldn't
someone
let me
had
get
to
that
push
last
him
one.
off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Oh, the alarm clock. Here we go.
Damn it!
That's fine.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Hold on.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he...
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? Nekomaru, if he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time, but in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru in is just impossible. End of story.
Okay.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Now I know how this works. Now we should be fine.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up?
I think
while he
that's,
was
like I said, I think
suspended
that's the thing that
upside
truly
down in
threw me
midair?
is the fact that I thought you had to have the right clue when you were slashing as well as doing the Y bit, but you don't. So I was like, why is this not working? Anyway, it's fine. Now I know how it works. We're all good. Now we know.
What What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason that even happened was because... In that case, I shall use my full power! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands. But... Oh yes, we broke the doorknob. Not yet. Here it comes. The incredible strength of the 1,000,000 horsepower. Go. Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, it was stuck in here. If that's really what it was, then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to
I
find.
see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Oink oink, motherfuckers.
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so.
No, he's gone complete opposite way now. He's gone from idolizing her to now being a sub for her.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey, why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing that I can think of that happened to him was he collided with the pillar.
I see!
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Taichi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know!
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. I can't choke up at a time like this. Just a little more and I'll be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clue to breaking through this contradiction. Well, Akane's account, I guess. She could, oh, maybe not. What's Fihiko's account?
Before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:38.
Nekomaru died
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Oh, you can't. Okay, that's it.
Gotta be it.
Okay, so it's the last one.
We headed for Grip before 7 a.m.
But the alarm inside was set for 7.
Nekomaru died.
His time of death and one of those must be.
The killer probably did. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Yeah, you can't.
No,
There's a
that's
radio.
wrong.
There you go. Our second half is going better than our first half.
No,
It's a
the
game of
clock
two
inside
halves.
his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
It's time-related contradiction. I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. Think, if I focus and think, I should be able to find the answer to that mystery. Oh, here we go. Got a very itchy left eye all of a sudden, it's really annoying. Yeah! 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 Okay, question one. The time inside the building. Has to be it. Oh shit. Oh no, I'm at the wrong... Oh no, that's right, yeah. Got really confused then for a second. Oh, this left eye is driving me nuts. This makes me feel like playing SSX. Just want to do some snowboarding. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. There we go, next question. Which clock was tampered with? the building clocks, so we want the yellow. Here, 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 here. Last question. Oh. So yes or no? Here, here. It's like we're playing tennis. Here. Okay, question 3. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses, I'm going to say. Yeah. Nice. Got all 3. That second half. Killing it.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right, that's the main problem. Need to clarify by how much the time was off by 2 hours. After the killer messed with the clocks. That's definitely the next mystery. I'm gonna reach the truth in one go. It's by 2 hours. Akane's account, I'm assuming, is the one we're after. Or maybe a Fuyuhiko's, but
If
we'll
the
see.
time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's...
The time of death, which clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would set in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrate?
If only I heard the sound when he fell, it would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He's not the type to let out.
Only Nekomaru's alarm was... We would have heard it too.
There's no point in saying if does not exist in this world.
Okay. 2 things.
If the time in the building, then we can only rely the time of which clearly 7.
The problem is, in our time.
Are there any clues that can be...
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
Akane did.
I agree with that. That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
That rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30 a.m. 2 hours.
I see!
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they could lure out just Nekomaru.
We're out only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. If they're trying to lure in a Nekomaru, then the specific thing is... Monokuma Tai Chi, I guess?
I see!
Yeah.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
Jeez, how outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar! I'm right!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Huh?
Hey, why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Nagato?
Who isn't? Who's the bastard?
This is an alibi for that time, right? Well, it was Nagato, wasn't it? Because he was the one that didn't wake up. I read it in the document earlier.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
I'm glad I read the information before we got to that part.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
He couldn't?
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
Huh?
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Fancy rooms. People who didn't hear the rumbling noise from Nagano, Sonny, and Chiagi. Secret of what the three have in common. Could also be the secret that points to the killer? Oh, crap. Okay, so it's rooms. I can't remember what they were called, though. I don't know. Okay. It's not R. Deluxe rooms, okay. I was trying to think of like words that are the same as deluxe. I was really struggling. I was like exquisite rooms, fancy rooms. I just couldn't remember the name. I knew what it was I needed to get.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki. The three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
These guest rooms are divided up by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. I completely forgot about that. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the crummy room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
Hell yeah, I am, you bitch.
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Oh, hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagano means. The killer among us. The killer who made Nekomaru. I actually don't know. I guess, does it have to be Akane? Because the boys are all together. So surely it has to be Akane then.
Crap!
So is it Sonya then? I'm confused. Oh, wait. I don't know who else was in the deluxe rooms, though. Shit. So it must be Kazuuchi or Gundam's lying. That's the clue, but I can't remember who else was in the deluxe rooms. Was it Kazuuchi? Oh, so it must be Gundam? Okay. Man, we're not doing Mallow, but Gundam?
You're the only
Okay.
one.
I couldn't remember who was in the deluxe rooms. So it's like somebody must have been
There's
lying.
something I want to ask you.
It was after it gave me the hint of the deluxe rooms, I was like, shit. It was like, it has to be one of the boys who's lying. I just couldn't remember which one.
When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
I bet I forgot.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
Oh no, your new boyfriend is a killer.
There is only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
I fancy you, but then you're the killer.
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko. Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right?
You only had half an hour to do this, though. I feel like that doesn't really give him that much time. Although I guess it's only a small area, but...
If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode. And tying him up with the wire.
That's a lot of work in half an hour. Fair play.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi. Because I was in the lounge.
Well, why is the question?
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? This raucous is louder than the supreme ruler of the Netherworld bellowing for a sacrifice. Don't go making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
Sorry, Kyushu Akane. I was like, oh, the clue is it must be somebody that heard the rumbling. But then it was like, oh no, it's the deluxe room now. I was like, well, it has to be one of the boys then.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
I mean, in theory, surely couldn't he have as those two were freaking out about the alarm, couldn't he have, like, ran past or something? So he is like a ninja.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers. Seriously. Let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder. What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
Ah, you said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct? Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
Let's see. The contact elevator was broken.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House.
Well, he's got 4 hamsters.
For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
You've got 4 hamsters.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
He's got 4 hamsters.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing.
You have 4 hamsters.
Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
You have 4 hamsters.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when the contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the 2 houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Strawberry House at that, there's no question that the following crime is a...
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Oh, yeah.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
There is.
Why don't we stop this already? That elevator, the only means of travel, as long as that your assumption
Plus, the
Secret
elevator broken
passageway.
at Grape House.
If the killer
I did
cannot
forget about
Since
that.
I was at there's no question that the...
It would have been
I'll be
different
honest, my
if there was a secret
assumption was is that
passageway.
he uses hamsters. Hence why I said you have
Why don't we
hamsters.
stop this
But
already?
there's a good point. There is a secret passageway, which we know because Nagato used it.
That elevator, the only means of travel between the...
No, that's wrong.
Secret passageway. But also, he's got 4 hamsters. They could have pressed the button.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist!
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Big Naggy boy. Get your nags out for the boys.
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method.
Nagato, why are you here? Because I showed up?
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame! However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Here we go again.
If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Okay, here we go again.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
Oh,
you could travel through multiple planes.
using the wrong.
Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Oh, no. Oh. God damn it.
Even
Hey, so-
if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes. Provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Got
I
enough?
can't back down!
Phew.
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
The octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to at least pray to the key which dwells in the light.
Damn it!
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was...
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Blind the maelstrom of confusion.
At least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning.
Oh, the wire.
You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur!
I guess
You
maybe.
don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Yeah, where did he get the wire from?
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case, but there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks...
Oh, so we don't get to do the comic strip thing.
Only Nekomaru.
That's so funny.
The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
Can't believe you stole my thunder, Nagado, you bitch.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet.
Quite a lot of guys have that problem, Gundam, don't worry about it.
Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
I feel like that's something you shouldn't be openly advertising, especially since Sonya seems to have a crush on you. But hey.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
Again, you've got 4 hamsters.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. And just as you requested, I'll provide an argument and leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Oh, here we go. It's a clap time.
I won't let you. For the Tanaka
Wait,
Empire.
hold on. So lock on. Okay, so lock on, then reload, and then B's final strike. Okay.
Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. Show me the cadaver. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. Crushed as David prophesied. For the Tanaka Empire. I won't let you. For the Tanaka Empire. Wither. It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
Of destruction. The 4 hamsters. I knew they'd come into it somewhere. I thought they were going to be doing the button. But they did the sleepy time.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
The 4 Dark Davers of deduction. Hell yeah.
Of course that'd be impossible for a normal hamster. But it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Emissary of Evil, in accordance with the ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through Supernova Silver Fox Sandy. Yeah, that's why I thought the hamsters did the button. That's why I kept saying you have 4 hamsters. Because I knew they previously did it. But they didn't do that, but they used a secret tunnel. Yeah, press the button. Truly, this is the skyline limitation art of the demon mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
Sonia, you need to get better boyfriends.
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road.
Like I see he's into the kinky stuff as well.
Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
Hey, oh, so we do get to do the comic strip. Hell yeah. Get to listen to the sweet music. Hold on, let's just appreciate this music for a second. I think this is my favourite song in all of Danganronpa. Like in the original game and in this one too. Okay, so let's have a look around. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. And we've got one more. Okay, so it's not that one. So it has to be the Fuyuhiko one. There we go. There we go. Perfect. It does actually help that they've added in like a little description now. Okay, so that one's there. It's none of them. Kamara's weakness is that. Okay, so it's not the clock one, because we can see that one, it's not that one. So it must be these two. It must be that one, yeah. And there was one that said something about like a weapon. That one. Nice. Okay, so we've got Nekomaru wakes up, so it's definitely not that one. And we've got that one, so it's not that one. So it's this one. Oh, so there's only two on that one. Okay. Let's go back to the start, see what we've got. What time did Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru? Alarm is set as 2:40. Okay, so it's that one. I think that's everything on this. Oh wait, no. Who set the lounge's alarm clock? Guess it's that one. Oh, there we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead ring. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending. And Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Splendid.
Yeah, I agree, Ken. It's definitely one of the more elaborate ones that they've done. But I think it is just because of the tower, it just made things a bit more complicated. I don't know. I feel like the motives have been pretty clear up until the last two. I still don't know why, Oh, crumbs. Names have fallen out my brain. Hold on. Unos momentos. I still don't know why Mikan did kills. Like, she did kills so she could be back with her lover or something like that. Which is just a really lame reasoning behind doing it. Like, I don't really know. There's no actual reasoning behind it, and I just don't know what Gundam's reasoning. The only thing I can think is maybe his hamsters were starving. He did it to save them, which is, you know, if you love your hamsters, it's potentially a reason to do it, but still.
That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me, do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
But again, why? Yeah, the first half's gonna be pretty rough. To be fair, in general, we didn't do too bad. There's those 250 points which were brutal. And there was one 77 pointer, but yeah, it's those 250 pointers. They were like the two that we got really stuck on.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever! Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay! I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we've decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident is over. We can't finish it until we hear it from Gundam.
Jeez.
Ugh, no matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to the one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It should be unnecessary for me to say something,
Listen well.
is what I would like to say. But for honor's sake, I should correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight, that is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost and died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too,
If he was
must
just
be the
trying to
will
cling
of
to life,
causality.
there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean, explain? Fine then, I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. Humph, I should say, I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent, and instantly understood the situation, and we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help, but he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious, too. He gave it his all to try and kill me. Huh? If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would have never known why I, the victim, went into the tower by
I
myself.
can see it.
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
I mean, that's certainly a reason.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
Fucking nerds, both of them.
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you. However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone had been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that is just an insult to life
Let me
itself.
ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog-eat-dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, Then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It is a violation of the natural order. It is the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die, and that is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth. But even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slowly starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagato, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that. But it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is
Just who do you think I am?
Tanaka.
I am Gundam Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in a 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Got it. Thank you for the Hydrate Frosty. I will do it very quickly. Lovely. I have prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka. Oh, maybe that's why Sonya likes him, because he's the ultimate breeder. Ba-dum-ts.
Please wait.
Oh, here we go. Just as I say that, Sonya pipes up. Please wait. This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Where's Sonya?
I beg of you.
Please, I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonya. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not befit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to start for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind, however.
What is it, my four dark
What?
devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared four dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Gundam. No, no! Even after Gundam's gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep in our chests. Don't give up on life. Did they misunderstand what he meant? And what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so pissed off I need to throw something.
Damn it!
We all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up being like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. The biggest piece of shit is me.
Worst.
Damn it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly, but still. Even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he would be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that.
Hey!
So, how long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The class trial is over. It's okay for you to hurry back over to the Jabberwock Island. However, the killing school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Toyon, how much longer are you gonna keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright. After feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back and eat some food.
Hey!
Hold on a sec. That mood shift is too damn fast.
Not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam and Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She suddenly is something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Then let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this, the class trial has come to an end once again, and we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group is definitely diminished. Despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but at that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. The old Nagi boy. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Never expected to obtain so many valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn about the identity of our true enemy. Before everyone else too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file just had Hajame's information.
Well,
Guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached a limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get too complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
I should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one that stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my
It's
life.
obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Oh yeah, the clock will go down.
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma has arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thank you for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's the lonely little Nagato. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
So what's up? Your face looks scary. I see. So you can tell? Ah, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well?
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is going to take a little more time.
Hello.
So why do you summon me anyway? Were you finally going to confess your love? I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final dead room. Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
You don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from the Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope Speak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right. I just reused the stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making. If this file even contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student at Hope's Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey.
Could it be? Is this your doing? Do you slip false information into the file? Are you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information? What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
Well...
That's not my point.
Right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is. What's wrong with that?
You're getting all
Well, you're
riled
splendidly
up.
correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? Just like when Monomi after losing her magic stick, the traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No.
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the evil future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. Not entirely true. Didn't really come in to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation, you know? Cooperation?
Hey.
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep. If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
Right?
Well, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just as I thought, you saw right through me.
You're right.
What the situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepladders such as myself in despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? Who are you talking about? But if someone as worthless as me reminds you of some other person? You must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Wow.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
When you say coming across this much despair is rather a rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island, so I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope! Oof, the two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey.
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
See?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey.
Well, answer my question. If that's the case, if that person is already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Okay, good. Clock time. Chapter complete. We're down to 7. We must be close to the end now, though. I forget how many students survived last time, and I figure it was like about 5. So I assume we must only have like a couple chapters left. Hellhound earring, hell yeah. Yes, please. I'm just going to skip through this because we're going to replay this again. There's just one thing I want to check quickly. Okay, never mind. We'll leave it there for now. Looks like there's a bunch of important information. I was just going to check something, but it's fine. Cool. Alright. Well, that's us done for today. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. Do a cheeky transition. Then we do a cheeky... hold on. So quickly close this down. And then Ken. Another trial in the bag. Yeah, like I said, I assume we must be close to the end. Let's have a look. I don't know if this tells me. I don't know if it says how many chapters there are. Doesn't look like it does. Yeah, it looks like maybe there's 2 chapters left. Looking at the achievements. Just kind of what I expected. Because like I said, I think there was 5 survivors last time. So if you've got one more where a killing happens, and then they kind of have like the final chapter, which is like here's everything that's happened kind of thing. But I said I've mentioned this before, but I have the 100-line Lost Defense Academy, which is like the Danganronpa by it's the original creator of Danganronpa. Basically made like a new game that's like Fire Emblem. I've heard good things about it. When Expedition 33 came out, Expedition 33 said get the 100-line, and the 100-line developer said get Expedition 33. So I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's also quite long, unfortunately. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's that. But there is one thing left to do. If I can click the right one, here we go. There's one thing left to do, Ken, and do you know what that one thing is? It's time to Friday night.